Hello, everyone. So Mr. Peter Obi was in Abia State earlier today and had a meeting with Governor Alex Otti. At the end of the meeting, reporters asked them questions. And part of the question, I'm sure, because we just got the video I'm about to show you, just started from where he was answering the question. And part of the question was on the protest. And this is what Mr. Peter Obi had to say about the protest that citizens of Nigeria are currently planning.
On issue of protest, within the Nigerian constitution, protesting allowed. All I plead for those who are protesting is to do so within the law and in a civil manner that allows us of the nation to show that we live within the law. Everybody knows the things that are difficult. I always say, when they talk about sponsors of the protest, I say the sponsors are very simple. It's hunger, it's hopelessness among the youths. So we all have to listen to what Nigerians are going through. And I thank our governor for doing so. It is critical and important. Okay. Well, what I said to security agencies is that we will do them ensure that they manage the situation again within the law. We should not try to be overbearing. It should be something that we do within the law. There's nothing wrong. Protest is allowed everywhere globally. And I also say people protest in my house. And it's for us to listen to those who are protesting. Why are they protesting? Engage them. That's what governance is all about. You talk with them. There's nothing wrong in that. I was governor for years and people protested.
It would be very, very unfair to say that things are not difficult now. Things are very difficult. Hunger is real, and that is true. But how do you solve the problem? The problem we find ourselves in the country today is economic. And will I say that we are actually paying the price for bad governance that didn't start today? First of all, for you to organize protest, the law requires that you get approval from the security forces, particularly the police. And somebody should take responsibility for getting that approval. So if you don't have the approval, then it will be against the law for you to go out on the street to protest. So my final word is that people should think about the implications of pouring out on the streets and restricting movement of other people and possibly inflicting harm and more hardship on the people. For people in Abia, my advice is that people should not pour out on the streets because it may be more hurtful than the protest that the reason for the protest that people are calling for. That would be my final word. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Very, very, very. Thank you. Yes. I'm enjoying this. Sugar.
Okay. You've seen that, right? Fantastic. Okay. Just hold on a bit. There's something. So I when I watched that video, I had to immediately do a response to Alex Otti. But before I come to that response, you've seen what Mr. Peter Obi has said in terms of the protest, that he is in support, of course, of the protest. protest is a fundamental human right. It's a right. It's a constitutional right. It's there. You're coming out to contest. But what he has also called for is protesting within, within the ambit of the law, and also to security agents or whatever they're doing, they also should do it within what is constitutionally allowed. And that is constitutionally allowed, that is lawfully allowed, is for them to go out there and ensure that they protect the protesters who are coming out to protest. Then in the case of Alex Otti made so after Peter, like you rightly watched, after Peter Obi had spoken, Alex Otti came out to speak. There were some things that Alex Otti said in this particular statement, they were absolutely not factual. Absolutely not factual. And I did a tweet after watching the video. I just responded to where I had seen the video, and I said, and this is and I'm going to read my response out here. I said, "Dear Alex Otti," using his X handle as Alex Otti FR. I said, "Citizens do not need approval from security agencies to protest. What they need to do is to notify security agencies 48 hours before the protest, so that the security agencies will have adequate time to prepare and protect the protesters." The notification is not that, oh, you are asking for permission. What is happening is that you're sending them a message and say, we're going to protest, we're going to be at this place, and so they need to come. For those who I see people, there are many people, citizens, who always think that, oh, you need to get permission from security agencies before you protest. Definitely not in Nigeria. And for me to hear Alex Otti, saying that also means he has no understanding of this. So I'm going to explain a little bit. There was a time when it was said that, oh, citizens needed to get permission from police before they can protest. And guess who it was that went to the court? It was actually Muhammadu Buhari. When they were, I think it's if I'm not mistaken now, I think is it the 2003 or 2007 election, after the election, and he had lost. And that was the election that he Chief Chuba Kadibo of blessed memory was his running mate. And so after the election, when they had lost, they did a protest in Kano. At that time, Kwankwaso was the governor of Kano State. And so what had happened was that police had come to attack them, tear gas them. That's one of the things that led to the death of Chuba Okadibo, the tear gas and everything. I think they said he was asthmatic. That's some of the reports that are out there. So when after that attack happened, because what the police was saying was that they didn't have the permission to come out and protest. They called it a revolution, at that time, that they didn't have the permission to come out and protest. And so this person, what's his name, Muhammadu Buhari, went to court. General Muhammadu Buhari went to court, and it was Femi Falana that was his counsel, that was his lawyer, and they went all the way to the appeal court. I don't think there was any challenge, so it didn't get to the Supreme Court. But at the appeal court, it was agreed. The judgment was that the police, they don't have a right to say they must give permission before protest can happen. That protest already is allowed in the Constitution. So it's not a permission that you need from the police. All you need to do with the police is notification. Notify them of what it is that you're doing, and that's it. So for me, that's the first thing that I said, in response to Alex Otti. You don't need any permission. You don't need any permit to protest. The court has already declared that. Secondly, I said to Governor Otti, your citizens in Abia State coming out to protest means they believe in you and want to air their grievances to you and what you should do. So one of the things for me, I always say, people don't get it. When people come out to protest to you, they still believe in you. They think you will solve the problem. They think you're there. If they don't believe in you anymore, they won't come to you. They will take the laws into their hands. And that's what we've seen with all of these terrorists, bandits, kidnappers, criminals, whatever, no government that are doing, because they've lost trust, confidence in the government. They don't believe in government. They don't believe they're going to do. So they take the laws into their hands and do it. When people say they are coming to protest to you, peaceful protesters, they believe in you and they are saying, look, we have a problem. This is our problem. Please, can you help us to solve those problems? So that was what I said to Governor Alex Otti. So they want to air their grievances to you. And what you should do, like Mr. Peter Obi said, where Mr. Peter Obi standing beside you said, is to meet with them and dialogue with them. But that's one thing people don't understand. The easiest way to weaken a protest is actually to meet with the protesters. Sit down with them. If you come and say, join them on the protest, we'll go. Hey, we are making demands now. Sit down with them, meet with them. What's this problem? Have a discussion. Bring out the problem. Explain to them the ones you can do, you do. And then tell them, proffer solutions. Let's find, we are all citizens. We are all part of government. Let's find solution to it. But when you think that you're going to come and attack protesters, the more you attack, when you attack protesters, that's when you put that fire, that whatever, that comes out of it. And I said to him, because there was time where he was talking about, protesters causing harm and all of that. I said, protesters do not cause harm. It is security agencies used by governors or presidents that cause harm and organize thugs to attack protesters and attack properties. We've seen it a lot of time. In the Nigerian thing, it's the Nigerian police that will be carrying thugs up and down. We've seen the Nigerian military vehicle carrying thugs up and down. We've seen government vehicles being used to carry thugs to come and attack protesters, and they end up attack public properties and private properties. So they should stop blaming protesters when it comes to that. And I also add, I say, if you don't behave like Jide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State in 2022 and 2020 and call in security agencies to attack peaceful protesters, there wouldn't be any harming happening. And then I continue, I say, my advice to you would be, 1, as chief security officer of your state, ask all security agencies to ensure protection of the protesters. 2, meet with the protesters, get their demands, and then ask them to proffer solutions. 3, the things that are in your power to solve, take responsibility and give timeline of what you will do and when. The things for federal government headed by the illegitimate president, collect and pass on to them. That one does not concern. There are certain things that are beyond your power. Even if they are making demand, just collect as, okay, I will pass the message to the person that is there. Then there's this one also. And I say 4, keep working for your people as you have always done, but don't stifle their voices by saying, I would like you not to protest. Allow them to protest, hear them. Protest is opportunity for you to hear what your aggrieved citizens feel and not what your aides or supporters want you to hear. For me, if I'm in any position that I'm in, I don't want to hear what my supporters are saying. My supporters are already on my side. They're going to do this thing. I want to hear the ones that don't support me. What are you saying? I'll hear it. If there are things that I need to fix, I'll fix it. Guess who will? And this is where I call, guess who is the person that will shine? And this is where I come to number 5. And I said, when you solve the problems of your aggrieved citizens, you are the one that will shine and take the spotlight. It's not any other people. So as far as I'm concerned, protest is allowed. Listen to the people, sit with them, have a conversation, have a dialogue, and get what the problems are. And you get to work. And that's it. At the end of the day, everybody leaves smiling. So thank you so much for watching. Bye.